What's up, squash players? I'm diving a little bit more into the Racketware app. There is something called live mode where you take your phone on court with you and the racket with the sensor attached, and you sync the two, and then you can take some practice swings and compare your swing against some pros and see where your swing is different. I was testing it out and kind of learning as I go and took some notes. This is just for anyone who's interested in this app and or already owns it and wants to learn other features about how to use it. So we're gonna dive in and see what we found inside the app. All right, let's go. So once you get on court, you wanna swing your racket so that the sensor wakes up and it blinks blue, and then you click on the live button of the inside the app, the live mode. It connects to the sensor, and in a second or two you'll be ready to do your setup. In this example, I tested forehand drives. You can pick from a bunch of different shots. You also have to pick whether you're going to feed balls to yourself or not. So if you feed it, that means it only counts every other shot. It doesn't count the feed, it only counts your subsequent shot. If you don't feed it, if you choose not to set it that way, then it just measures every single shot. So in the beginning I decided I would not do feeds, and I chose to follow Laura Massaro's swing to see how I compared. So once you're ready to go, you swipe to the right and it's going to show you kind of this spider web looking thing, and this is all different things that the app is looking at when it looks at your swing. And the black line you see that looks kind of like Nick Matthews' wolf logo, that is Laura Massaro's forehand swing. That's how she on average does along all these dimensions. And so what you do is you hit new shot set, or it's already given you a new set because it's at 0, and then every time you swing it's going to print on the screen where your swing is in comparison to Laura Massaro's swing, or whomever you choose to compare yourself with. The little S right there is a toggle between showing all the shots or your average shot for the set that you're about to do. So I left it in the beginning on S so that I could see every shot, and your most recent shot is shown in magenta. So that's, you see the first one, second one, third one, those are all my shots. And you can see I'm not feeding the ball to myself, I'm just hitting it repeatedly and trying to generate some data. You can decide, you can hear the beep, and there's a few different sound feedback settings. The beep is just approximately telling you you did it right, meaning it was very close to the target swing. You can see I'm not getting many beeps here, although I get better at it later, slightly better. You can see I took 22 shots in that set. 69% accuracy is how well I compared to Laura Massaro's swing, and consistency, 79%, is how I compared to myself, how consistent I was in my swing. This is the detail page where it tells you all the things it's looking at and how you did, and it's sorted in order of worst to best. So basically I could see from this that my worst was head drop timing and head drop angle. If you click on one of those, I actually wish the app didn't work this way. It actually starts a new shot set. It means it erases all the data. It doesn't show you what you just did. It starts a new set and lets you practice that particular thing. I would rather the app require you to hit new set so that you can practice something specific rather than erasing your data by accident. But that's what happens here. So I go into say, okay, I'm gonna work on head drop timing just because that was supposedly my worst thing. So then I have to try to figure out what head drop timing even is. There's some descriptions on Racketware's website, and in the case of that one, it's the time taken to perform the head drop. So I was trying to work out what that exactly meant just by taking a few more practice swings. And the nice thing about this view is instead of showing you all the angles with that big spiderweb graph, it's just telling you on that specific angle, on that specific aspect, what you're doing. By the way, when you're in this app, don't press the back arrow button. It looks very tempting to hit that, but when you do, it disconnects from the sensor and you have to reconnect, and it's super annoying. That's another thing they should fix. There should be a kind of like a prompt. Are you sure you want to exit the live mode? Instead of pressing the back arrow, you just swipe left to go back to the graph. I finally slowed my swing down enough so that it met the Massaro criteria here on this last attempt. I'm actually holding my phone so that I can look at each shot and see the results kind of live time. It's better than the beep, which only tells you if you did it right. I'm still not used to swinging like this, and so I'm clicking the sidewall repeatedly here because I'm late on the shot, which means that I need to prepare my racket even earlier. The tip of 2020 racket prep. This is a pretty good set here. I finally worked out what I was doing wrong, or differently anyway, and they're all reasonably close to the target. Alright, well that's as much testing as I got done this time around. I'm going to be back with some more videos because I'm really enjoying this Racketware thing, and I'm going to try and get as close as I can to Massaro and see how some before and after shots, and see if my swing looks better and if I'm playing any better. We shall find out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hit like if you want to see more of these Racketware videos. Take care.